My name is Ariel Landrum. My partners, Evan Teal and Spencer Sullivan, and I established the Boxyard Cafe under a general partnership. We are each equally liable for the actions of our business. Along with our 1/3 contributions, we will acquire a $250,000 startup loan from the Bank of Oklahoma. Our facility will include a kitchen and dining space, as well as a limited bar ideal for your morning espresso or a glass of wine with the girls.
The Boxyard Cafe's keys to success include being knowledgeable and honest about our locally grown produce, keeping a good relationship with our local suppliers, having good quality and friendly chefs, baristas, and waitstaff, being environmentally conscious and maintaining a clean and smoke-free atmosphere, and offering family-friendly advertising broadcasted over local televisions and radio stations.
I will now discuss the Boxyard Cafe's marketing plan. First, I will discuss a brief overview of our product and service description. The Boxyard Cafe basically plans to be open like most restaurants. We're going to do a lunch shift as well as a dinner shift. Our lunch menu is going to have basic categories such as soups, sandwiches, and wraps. We're going to keep it really simple. The average price of that will be around $15. The happy hour will be from 2 to 5, and we're going to do that every day that we're open, and we're just going to feature local beers, wines, and several appetizers, and that could change from day to day. It could be like a chef special kind of appetizer list. It could just be a main weekly list that we'll have. The dinner is going to have basic meat options as well as a few varied vegetarian options, and certain sides that might cycle out depending on the season. And the average price of that dinner will be $20 to $25. The bar is also going to be open all day, and it's going to serve local spirits as well as local roasted coffees and drinks made from those coffees. The main target market of the Boxyard Cafe will be middle to working class people from the ages 25 to 45. The two main segments that I think we're going to try to target first are business class persons of downtown Tulsa area because of our meeting room seating, as well as healthy lifestyle people of Tulsa. So anybody who just prefers clean foods and values environmentally sustainable foods and farming practices will enjoy this restaurant. The overall marketing goal for the Boxyard Cafe will be to generate $40,000 in monthly revenue and to generate greater than $0 in profits within the next 6 months. The Boxyard Cafe also has two strategies in order to carry out that goal. Strategy 1 will be market penetration by increasing brand awareness, and to list one tactic from that strategy will be to launch a social media campaign with a promotional offer for 20% off a meal and drink in order to increase media page traffic and follows. The coupon will be usable for lunch or dinner, and the campaign will be to boost the awareness of the Boxyard Cafe's social media platforms.
The Boxyard Cafe's personnel plan. Spencer Sullivan graduated from Rogers State University with a master's in business administration. Upon graduation, he was hired on as lead business development manager of his family business in Claremore, Oklahoma. Mr. Sullivan admired the lead role but wanted a business of his own. He accepted the role of Chief Executive Officer of the Boxyard Cafe. Evan Teal graduated from Oklahoma State University with a master's in business administration with an emphasis on marketing. Mr. Teal was hired on as the lead marketing specialist for an oil production company located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He held the position for 5 years until he decided he wanted a business of his own. Evan opened a general partnership contract for a thriving business called the Boxyard Cafe. Ariel Landrum graduated from Tulsa University with a master's in finance and economics. Her experience begins with a 2-year internship under a Barclays bank located in New York. Ms. Landrum refined her investment skills working under the head of strategic investments. After finishing her internship, she was offered a permanent position which she held for just 3 years before accepting the role of Chief Financial Officer of the Boxyard Cafe. The Boxyard Cafe's organizational chart. Spencer Sullivan as Chief Executive Officer, Ariel Landrum as Chief Financial Officer, and Evan Teal as Chief Operating Officer, with one lead server for lunch and dinner and one head cook for lunch and dinner, with an open seat yourself option. The Boxyard Cafe will be using the Bank of Oklahoma in Tulsa. David Stratton, the Executive Vice President, has experience with new business startups and is an excellent source of information as well as funding. The Boxyard Cafe has decided to use the services of Moral Law PLLC with Paul D. Crocker. They are an award-winning law firm in Tulsa, Oklahoma with extensive experience in tax and business law. The Boxyard Cafe will be using the Cypher Group PLLC from Claremore, Oklahoma. This is an established accounting firm in Claremore and came out with high recommendations from other clients. Potential plans for the Boxyard Cafe includes full-time catering.
The Boxyard Cafe acquired a $250,000 startup loan from the Bank of Oklahoma. How did our partnership decide to use those funds? First, a total of $150,000 was used to purchase our shipping container and to cover the cost of renovations. Nearly $33,000 went to our startup costs. This is where we filled our restaurant with kitchen units and cooking equipment, and we were able to transform our bar and dining area into the sophisticated setting that our target market is searching for. Last, we contracted with local agriculturalists to ensure that we are serving the freshest ingredients year-round. Here, within our income statement, it states the purpose of our financial sales and profits. We've illustrated how our proceeds or our revenues are transformed into net income so that external users such as banks and investors are able to see how profitable our business is each period. At the end of each year, after calculating our inventory and paying our expenses, you can see that we've reached our goal in generating a profit greater than our break-even point. Our balance sheet reveals our financial status at a specific point in time. It indicates what we own, our assets, and what we owe, our liabilities, as well as the amounts invested in equity. Our cash accounts within our current assets are high, giving the Boxyard Cafe financial strength in the case of an adverse financial event. And you can see that our inventory accounts are low, which is another indicator for financial strength. In the end, investors will compare our balance sheets with those of our competitors and realize our financial strength and flexibility in the industry. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to serve you at the Boxyard Cafe.